Welcome to another Careerology Energy Check-in. Now, today I pulled the card, the Fool. And the first thing that came to my mind was, isn't this about new beginnings? Before I even had a chance to digest the card. So, yes, it is all about new beginnings. It's about taking chances, um, trusting yourself, and being willing to explore a path that you probably never thought you would do. Okay, stepping outside of your comfort zone, basically. So, but before anybody starts panicking, I'm not telling you to go ahead and quit your job right now, deplete your savings account, or make any type of life-changing decisions today. This is strictly a reminder that your journey starts with one step. Okay. Now, if you're looking for work, this card shows up when you've been thinking about making a move, changing careers, changing jobs, but you're waiting for everything to line up perfectly, which never happens, by the way. So you could be applying for a job that doesn't even look like something that you would normally go for. Okay. Maybe you're thinking about just switching industries altogether. You could even be talking yourself out of opportunities before you've even given yourself a chance. Okay. This card, the Fool card, is asking you to ask yourself, what if I took one step anyhow? Just forget about not knowing what the end result would be. Okay. Now, for professionals and managers, this card shows up. You'll notice that you might be feeling restless. Okay. Or maybe you're feeling a pull or being called towards something completely different from what you're already doing. You could be looking at a promotion, maybe switching career paths completely, going through a career transition, or taking on a project. All of these could be outside of your comfort zone. Now, if you're a business owner, sometimes you find that you might be spending a lot of time trying to eliminate risk altogether by not moving. When you're growing, it never happens inside of your comfort zone. Growth comes by stepping outside of the comfort zone. And if you're a business owner or an entrepreneur, I don't think a single one of you have actually not had a fool moment. Okay. You've always had to think outside of the box. You've always had to consider taking risks. Starting a business, that's taking a leap of faith. Even launching a new product or a new service that you don't know whether or not that your clients or your customers are going to be drawn towards it. That's taking a leap of faith. Creating a new product completely from scratch, that's definitely taking a leap of faith. Okay. But the biggest leap of faith of all of them for small business owners and entrepreneurs comes when you actually share your work with the rest of the world. Okay. Before you even know whether or not this is going to work. That is the biggest risk of every single entrepreneur. Now, trust me, I've had more than plenty of those type of moments myself. So I always remind myself that the key is not to be reckless. Okay. And to stop waiting for what I consider knowing the outcome before I actually take that step. Okay. It's okay not to have all of the answers. So here's what I want you to ask yourself. What opportunities actually excite you enough to take that leap of faith? Okay. I didn't say opportunities that feel safe. I said opportunities that excite you. That's the difference. Okay. Here's your action steps that I want you to take into consideration. I want you to think about something that you've been putting off because you didn't quite feel ready. Okay. Then I want you to identify one thing that you can do this week to go towards that goal. Now, this could look like sending out an application, maybe updating your resume, connecting with other people in your network, or even just researching an idea, okay, that you've been thinking about, or finally launching an offer that you've been sitting on, just trying to make sure that you had all the missing pieces. Whatever it is, I need you to take that first step, okay? Because sometimes the biggest opportunities in our careers, they actually start when we stop waiting for permission and start trusting ourselves to move forward, okay? Now, the Fool card isn't here to ask you to have everything figured out. That's not what this is about. It's actually reminding you that sometimes waiting for the perfect moment could mean waiting forever, okay? We don't want to get ourselves stuck in a situation where we're stuck in analysis paralysis kind of situation, especially if you're Virgo. Okay. And that is your Careerology card for the day. I'd like to know, what leap of faith have you been thinking of taking? Okay. Now, I want you to remember that the energy that you put out is so important because the universe has a way of sending it right back to you. So you need to make sure that you keep it positive. Okay. Now, if this reading resonated with you, I want you to please like, share, subscribe, follow, comment below, and let me know what you're thinking.